actually did really well to bounce back, and you can't be unhappy with that performance. It was such a close series. I'm going to go to this one. Hopefully, it's going to be the same.
Yeah, I'm certainly hoping so, and I expect it, as a matter of fact, as Darth Goji and Andy go for the initial kickoff on this one. Darth Goji putting it deep into Honest Cosby's end, but Boatkin taking it off after the demo from off at Church on Darth Goji, getting him out of the play. Dominipple keeping the ball here on Honest Cosby's end, and we're seeing a lot of good offense from on the DL, just keeping the ball deep in Honest Cosby's end, not giving him a chance to take a shot, and right as I say that, Bonekin with a long shot on goal. And Dominipple, hashtag Coney 2012, able to make the clear on that one. Off at Church, looking to get the center, can't quite do it. Dominipple clearing it off to the side. And where do you see an early here, Rafro?
Really fast-paced game so far. Both teams up for this one. Both teams having pretty good offense at the start with one shot from Bonekin, and whoever gets the first goal is going to get put into a commanding position. But right now, you really can't tell who's going to get it, as both teams are looking really on right now.
Yeah, both teams playing really tight right now, and right as I say that, we see a bit of a miscue from on the DL, and Bonekin able to take advantage and get that first goal.
Well, just as we say, both teams looking super strong. There's a double whiff on the DL's end there, and Honest Cosby's going to take the 1-0 lead with 4 minutes to go.
Andy winning the kickoff on that one. Dominipple looking to kick the ball back to midfield. Gets a touch on the wall there, carrying it all the way into Honest Cosby's end, getting it by a couple of them, getting the finish.
Oh.
Hits the ball off the crossbar. Andy looking to get the ball back to midfield. Loomis Lear keeping the ball here on Honest Cosby's end. Darth Goji looking to get the finish on that, but Andy able to keep the ball just out of his reach. And he's going to take over, pushing the ball deep into on the DL's end. And somebody keeping the ball back into Honest Cosby's end. And we're seeing a lot of attempts from Andy, especially trying to get the ball past midfield, but always somebody from on the DL there to kick the ball back.
Andy's done really well so far. He when he's defending, he really doesn't just boom the ball to the opposition. He really takes his time. Like, he dribbled it around both Darth Goji and Loomis Lear in the back left corner earlier, and these defensive clears can be so instrumental. If you get a good defensive clear, it just relieves so much pressure for your team.
Andy takes a shot on goal, and it gets saved, but he gets the ball back and tries to get the ball over two on the DL defenders, but can't quite get it by him. And we are approaching halftime, 1-0 in favor of Honest Cosbys, but it is definitely anybody's goal, anybody's series at this point, as we're seeing a lot of solid play from both ends. Just the one miscue so far.
Yeah, we've seen a few long shots from on the DL, but nothing really worked for them so far. They haven't really worked anything together. Haven't been any passing plays. We haven't seen Dominipple really step up yet for his team. Obviously, he is their number one player. Darth Goji as well can be a really solid presence. They're going to have to step up if they're going to get back in this game.
The two of them together have been an unstoppable force for the most part. Their two losses were in the two games where the two of them were not playing. Yeah. And in all other and their 4 matches where they were able to play together, they did not drop a game. But things are looking dangerous now, as we are under 2 minutes and the ball deep into on the DL territory as Honest Cosby's looking to get a second goal on that one. Dominipple, this could be dangerous. He clears it.
He goes.
Look at that shot. Bonekin there to make the save. You see the ball bouncing around precariously, still on Honest Cosby's end. Darth Goji taking a shot, looking to get the finish off of the backboard, but off at Church there to deny him that goal. And we are approaching 90 seconds. Off at Church looking to beat on the DL. Bonekin trying to keep the ball deep on this end. Can't quite do it. Andy, the only member of Honest Cosby's back, gets bumped by Dominipple, but off at Church able to get around, bring the ball back to midfield. And Loomis Lear pushing the ball deep into Honest Cosby's territory. And on the DL, looking to equalize this game 1. Doing all they can, keeping the ball at midfield. Andy kicking it wide.
On the DL, they realize that they're going to have to get a goal back. They've been sort of asleep at the moment. I don't know. They've not really made any sustained pressure. And they've now realized it, and they're really going to have to step up and see if they can get that goal back.
Bonekin with the super important save right there. With the ball still right there. Oh, Andy. That did not look like it was on purpose.
Doing his best effort to miss the ball completely there. They got it away eventually, though, and with 30 seconds to go, Armadillo really have to step up if they want to get this goal.
Now, Andy with some nice defense there and some nice clock management, able to keep the ball at midfield there for about 5 or 10 seconds, give on the DL a little less time to score. Andy with the shot on goal. Great pass to Off at Church, who takes a shot. It's a little soft, though, and Dominical able to clear it. And this could be dangerous. It's all 3 members of Honest Cosbys. Oh, I'm a liar.
What
Andy
a shot.
makes a liar out of me.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Andy has been just at both ends doing all the work for his team so far. He's been really doing well on defense, getting those defensive clears, which I've been talking about. And that goal there was just clearing up a poor defensive clear from under the DL, where if you clear it to the middle like that and you're going to go for boost, you're just not going to be ready to make the save, because you really have to clear it to the side or if you want to go for boost. And 4 seconds to go, it is going to be Honest Cosbys' game, and they're going to take the first one in the series.
Yeah, I am super surprised by that. I'm not going to lie. As I said earlier, in every game on the DL is played, where both Darth Goji and Dominical are on the field, they have won. So Honest Cosbys taking the first game from on the DL where both of those players are on the field, and I'm super impressed.
A stat line that I really just noticed is Dominical pulling up 5 saves. I don't know where those came from, really. That is actually insane. He was doing a lot of work in the back, but the fact that he's had to do a lot of the work in the back means that he's not been able to have that offensive pressure that he's so well known for in this league so far. And that's really good for Honest Cosbys. If they keep the pressure up like they have and force Dominical to stay back and having to make those saves, then he's not going to get any chances on offense, and someone else is going to have to step on their team to do that.
Yeah, that certainly is an X factor right now. Do you think that that's just great pressure from Honest Cosbys or lack of pressure from on the DL, or both?
Both definitely. There's been some really poor clears from on the DL, and a lot of their chances have just been really long shots, which have been close and looked close, but really never really troubled Honest Cosbys. Honest Cosbys have been really solid on offense as well. 7 shots there from them, 2 goals is all they need to win the game, and some really nice passing plays in the box, which have really just messed up on the DL, and they're going to have to change things up to come back here. If they play the same way, the same thing might happen again. We're going to have to see as we get into game 2 here.
Yeah, on the DL, having 5 shots in that first game and only 3 saves from Honest Cosbys, and those 2 other shots, I remember knocking off the crossbar. So if those go in, we're looking at a very different game 1.
Definitely, yeah. It's all about it. It's just the distance of those shots were taken. Really, they were too far away to be if they would have gone in, it would have been a really, really nice shot.
What a shot from Goji, but Bumpkin back, able to make the save on that one. And almost, we definitely got a super quick goal from Darth Goji here in the first 20 seconds of game 2. And on the DL, on the board first in this one.
This is what I thought would happen. I really thought on the DL would come back and just come out of the blocks like that. They didn't give Honest Cosbys any time to breathe, and the Dominical Darth Goji combination has emerged.
Yeah, it most certainly has. That was a great play from both of those players. It was Honest Cosby looking to get the quick answer on that one. But we're deep into their end right now as Andy making a whiff on that one. Hits the wall instead. Off at Church, able to keep the ball out of the goal on that. 1-0 in favor of on the DL, but we are super early here in game 2 as Bonekin making the pass to Andy, who gets the touch. Gets it by all the on the DL member. That's an open net. Andy takes a shot.
Great pass.
Yeah,
Great shot.
Ends up being a pass off the backboard to Off at Church, who makes the finish on that one. And we are tied at 1, and we're not even a minute into this game.
I was going to say it's going to be really interesting to see how Honest Cosbys deal with on the DL having gone 1-0 up, and they've done really well to force them into making those defensive mistakes. There are 2 players on the DL committing to the defense, and all Ante had to do was put it sort of towards the net. If on it, it would have gone in. If not on it, would have been passed Off at Church, who scored it anyway. And it's 1-1. Honest Cosbys showing that they really are just reacting to the way on the DL are playing. Really smart plays here from them.
Yeah, they're not scared at all right now. It's Off at Church, tries to get the clear on that one. Dominipple steering it up for his team. Andy up in the air, can't quite get the touch, but Bumpkin is there to bail him out. As the ball goes in midfield, Bumpkin pushing the ball into on the DL territory. Dominipple and Andy fighting over that one. Dominipple gets the win. And Darth Goji putting it deep into Honest Cosby's territory, making the pass off the backboard, but Bumpkin is there
on defense,
getting it over the last member of on the DL, and Bumpkin giving his team the lead with a great individual effort.
Yeah, miscommunications from Darth Goji and Dominical there. They both went for the same sort of aerial redirects, leaving Loomis there by himself, and Bumpkin did really well just to do a tiny wee edgeable over him, and there's no one else there to back him up because there was a double commitment offense.
It's 2-1 in favor of Honest Cosbys right now, looking to take a 2-0 series lead on that one now. As Darth Goji puts a shot on net, and one member of Honest Cosby is able to make the save on that one off at Church, trying to push the ball into on the DL's end, but can't quite do it. We're hanging around midfield for a little bit as Dominipple takes control of the ball, centering it up for his team. There's a demo, and we're just hanging around right now.
On the DL, trying to change things up here with that demo, trying to... Ooh, if Darth Goji got that touch, would have been great.
Was close, yeah.
On the DL, trying to switch things up to try and shake up this Honest Cosby defense, but they're staying really solid so far. Might go all the way. Can Darth Goji...
And that's in. Bonekin with the slightest of taps to keep that out of Darth Goji's way.
Just more over... they're just committing too much to offense on the DL. They're just leaving one person in the back usually against two counter-attacking opponents, and it's just not working out for them. They really need to focus on defense before they start going up the other end and scoring those magnificent goals that they've been so well known for.
3-1 in favor of Honest Causes right now, and you can color me surprised. Like I said, Dominipple and Darth Goji have been a force to be reckoned with, and they seem to be a non-factor right now. We saw them score the opening goal of this game, but that's really the only offense we've seen out of on the DL in this entire series.
Yep, this Honest Cosby's just...
What a shot from Andy.
I was just about to say Honest Cosby's aren't giving Darth Goji and Domino time on the ball, and Andy here just showing exactly that. He's not giving him any time on the ball, catches him by the surprise, and gets the pin into the net. 4-1 for Honest Cosby. They've started so strong in this series.
Yeah, Andy wasn't even looking to take a shot on that. He was just trying to get the ball away from Darth Goji on that one, and it ends up working out even better than he could have imagined. But we've got an open goal right now, but Andy able to clear it off to the side, getting it out of danger there, but we're still in Honest Cosby's territory on the DL, looking to take advantage of that. Darth Goji getting it around Andy and finishing that one. That was great.
Yeah, Honest Cosby's. Andy just misses the aerial clear there, just goes over it, and Darth Goji sends it on the net. Both defenders sort of out of goal a bit, not expecting Darth Goji to hit it sort of, in on the inside near post, caught them both by surprise. And it's 4-2 now. They could definitely still come back for this.
Yeah, the game is not over, and if Goji can do some more plays like that, I don't think there's much that Honest Cosby can do, to be perfectly honest. But Bumpkin going to center it up for his team. Gets it past Loomis Lear, but Dominipple there to make the save on that one. And if Darth Goji can keep doing individual plays like that, Dominipple can play all the defense he wants.
One thing I've been really noticing, though, Dominipple and Darth Goji double committing all the time. They did it on defense there, and it left the goal sort of wide open, but luckily no one was there to finish it. If they keep doing that, it's going to be really tough for them to, take the win in this game.
This looks like it's going to be an opportunity for Honest Cosby as Andy looked to make the... oh, wow. That turned sideways real quick for Honest Cosby as we saw Bonekin make a whiff on that. And Loomis Lear able to take advantage, get the long shot, and off the Church. Yeah. Can't quite get the save on that one. And we've got an actual one-goal game.
Yeah, Bonekin trying to get the dunk there. Just predicts the wrong side. Loomis Lear hits on the inside. Off the Church is too far off his line. And that one's going to go in. And one-goal game is going to be shaping up to be a good one.
Andy looking to take an opportunity here. Hits the ball off the ceiling.
Wow.
Turns his car around. Hits the ball off the goalpost. Dominipple making a whiff on that one. Andy keeping the ball on the DL territory. Getting a second shot here. And that's not what you want if you're on the DL right now. Is off at Church. Not. Keeping the ball on this end. And we're seeing some constant pressure. That ball being centered up for Honest Cosby's, but nobody there able to make the finish. Andy hitting the ball. Not the way he wanted to, I imagine. But off at Church going to be there to clear the ball. Back deep, shot from Bonekin, Dominipple able to make the save, and that was super dangerous for on the DL.
I'm just seeing so many double commits from on the DL here. This is really detrimental for them. They're struggling so much because we look there again, double committing every single time. They really need to stop doing that, otherwise they're just going to struggle in defense. They're going to have to sort that out if they're going to win this game.
Loomis Lear clearing the ball into Honest Cosby's territory. On the DL with an opportunity here, Dominipple centers it up for Darth Goji, who can't get the finish on that one. Dandy Annie look to corral. Dandy Annie. Dominipple centering it up for his team. Is off at Church, goes up for a touch, can't get it. Bonekin just beats Dominipple, and that would have that was potentially very bad for Honest Cosby's. Still very bad. Final countdown. Andy on the wall looking to get the long clear over into on the DL's end. Gets the touch, and Honest Cosby's taking a 2-0 series lead here in semifinal number 2.
They're one game away from 3-0 sweeping on the DL, who looks so strong this whole season. They just, obviously the main problem here, which everyone can see, is there's something in Hitler now as well. We can talk about that after this, but the main problem they're having is just they keep double committing on defense and offense as well, and it's just letting Honest Cosbys have 2-on-1 or 3-on-1 situations, and they're going to finish it every time. They've had 9-10 shots this game, and that's all just because of the double commits from on the DL. They have had their offense on the DL with Darth Goji and Domino Nipple, pairing up there to get those goals, but you need to have the defensive, solidity before you can score all those goals on offense.
Yeah, and you said double commit, I think 1,000 times last game. And if what's that?
It's just that's literally what has happened. That's the problem they're having.
If they can figure that out, I think they'll be right back in business.
Definitely, if they can really sort out that the double commits come from problems of communication. Someone not maybe saying they're going to go for the ball. If they can really just be more vocal on communication and comms, they can really just sort that out, and then Darth Goji and Domino can express themselves more on offense, which you haven't been able to do yet. We haven't seen that firepower from there. We've seen glimpses of it, but not full sustained pressure, which we might see in this game as we get off here.
We'll see how the swap for literally Hitler over Loomis Lear does for on the DL. Is on the DL wins that kickoff, but we're deep into their end right now. Is Honest Cosbys. I don't know what's happening right now. Literally Hitler kicking the ball in the corner, putting the ball to midfield, but Bumpkin is there to bring it back. We're starting off with a little bit of ping pong here. 20 seconds in. Pass to Darth Goji. Andy able to make the save. Literally Hitler looking to take the shot on goal. It's a little high. Darth Goji trying to make the finish. Bumpkin, the only man back for Honest Cosbys, able to keep the ball out of goal, but that is a great pass from Darth Goji to Dominipple, and no double commits there.
No double commits there. This time sustained offense. Every single time the ball kept coming out to the middle, there'll be someone to put it back in, and this time Dominipple is there to get it off the backboard and send it onto the net. 1-0. 4 minutes 23 to go.
Kickoff number 2 is Honest Cosbys wins that one, but Darth Goji able to get control of that, pushing the ball into Honest Cosbys' end, and that's going to go over Andy. And here's an opportunity for on the DL as Darth Goji looking to pass the ball off the center, off the ground there rather, and Andy able to get in his way. And that's a long shot from Bumpkin there, but off the backboard, saving on the DL. Literally Hitler going up for this one, bouncing the ball off the wall to Dominipple to Darth Goji. All 3 members getting involved on that one, but can't get anything out of it as we are still on the DL's end. Honest Cosbys looking to sustain this. Dominipple making the long clear past everybody off at Church, able to get around. Get a touch on that, clearing it off to the side. And we are still on Honest Cosbys' end. It's off at Church. Can't quite get the touch on that one. Darth Goji centering it up for his team. Andy able to make the clear out. But this is still dangerous.
Really dangerous then. Darth Goji's going to finish what Dominipple started. Dominipple did really well here just to keep the ball in with this double touch there. And all 3 players just left stranded on the defense. And that it's literally like they opened the gates for Darth Goji there. Both coming in from either side and not defending the middle.
Yeah,
and
no double commits there.
Now.
Yeah. 0 double commits, 2 goals.
Yeah. They've really figured it out. I noticed that earlier Literally Hitler did really well to leave a ball for Darth Goji that if they weren't communicating right as well, they might have both gone for it. And it just shows that they really have sorted their problems out. And we'll have to see if they can keep it up.
Bumpkin looking to center it up for Andy, who can't get there in time. Going back to play some defense, keep the ball out of the goal over there. Darth Goji centering it up for literally Hitler, who can't get the touch. Dominipple should be there soon. Bumpkin there making the clear. Dominipple going to play some defense. It's 1-on-1. Dominipple keeping the ball out of goal. 2-0 in favor of on the DL, and they're looking like a different team right now.
And this is the first time, this game is the first time we've had to see Darth Goji's going to get a third one there. He is on fire. And this is the first time we've had to see Honest Cosbys deal with the real firepower of Dominipple and Darth Goji. And they're struggling right now. This is the first time Darth Goji and Dominipple really stepped up because they've sorted out their problems. And if Honest Cosbys don't sort out the defense, this game's going to go to on the DL.
Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks from our last series where we saw them have to take the 2-0 lead and then
Definitely.
Kings of Pasta just looking like a different team winning games 3 and 4, and that's looking like we're going to get a repeat here. Is on the DL looking like a different team. Looks like they've figured out their kinks. I don't think I've seen a single double commit from Dominimple and Darth Goji,
Nope.
and they've got 3 goals out of it so far. Not much pressure from Honest Cosbys though.
Yeah, only one shot from Honest Cosbys, and when you look at it, that's really just that's a really poor stat line. It's Dominimple against the 4th there. It's just a carbon copy of the last series where Kings of Past had a really after going 2-0 down, then they had a really dominant game where they won 5-2 or 5-1, I can't remember. And it looks like on the DL going to be the exact same here. And if it keeps going this way and they keep it up in game 4, you could definitely have another game 5.
Yeah, I mean, if things keep going the way they are, it seems almost definite that we're going to get a game 5. But Honest Cosbys already have 2 wins in the bank, and they just need the one more, and they will they will see NAFTA. It's
actually very nerve-wracking when you're one game away from a series win, because there's just so much added pressure on you to perform the same way you have, and sometimes you can really crumble under the pressure. And Honest Cosbys look like they're doing that here. They still only have 1 shot, and they have to change things up in order to win this game.
As the ball goes deep on the DL territory, Bonekin looking to get on the board for Honest Cosbys, but can't quite do it. Is Andy taking a shot on goal? Darth Goji there to make the clear. And here's a little bit of pressure from Honest Cosbys. If they can keep this up, maybe they can take it into game 4.
Definitely. What Honest Cosbys want to do is not let this game get them down. Yeah, they really. Darth Goji is putting on a clinic right now. Honest Cosbys, they're going to have to show whether they have the mental strength to deal with this or not, because going 5-0 down after having such dominant first 2 games can really shake you up. And what they really want to do is not let them affect them. They want to really just calm down, say that this game is most likely going to be done, and focus on the next one.
But just look at that scoreboard. 430, 305 from Dominimple, and then 90 from Dandy Andy. It's like you said, they're putting on an absolute clinic right now.
It all comes down from just sorting out their problems. The defensive, the double commits on both defense and offense just can really be detrimental for your team. And if you sort this out, they can go 5-0 up just like they have here. And not looking likely for Cosbys to come back in this one.
No, we are definitely going to see a game 4 here in this one. As Darth Goji looking to get a touch on that one, knocks it backward. Maybe trying to get the Brazil on that, maybe. Bonekin taking a shot on goal.
Ambitious there.
hits the crossbar. And here comes an opportunity for on the DL as Darth Goji makes the pass to himself, but off at Church, able to make the clear. Bonekin pushing the ball to midfield, and off at Church, helping him out, putting it into on the DL territory. Honest Cosby's looking for any sort of momentum shift to get a goal. Dominimple going to put that one in. As Darth Goji tries to steal it from him, isn't quite quick enough. And this game is most definitely going to go to on the DL.
And all you have to do is look at the scoreboard to see just how much offensive, prowess Dominimple and Darth Goji both have. 3 goals, each of them, 2 and 3 assists between them as well. They have played a part in every single goal for their team. And Honest Cosbys really, Andy's gone. Andy was the rage bit. Nah, but Honest Cosbys are really going to have to, I wouldn't say change things up, just to really learn to handle that Dominimple Darth, because you never know what could happen. There's such a stark contrast between this game and the last 2. It's almost as if there's 2 different teams playing. It's going to be a really interesting game 4.
Yeah, if on the DL can keep this up, I don't think Honest Cosbys there's anything they can do to stop them. But I said the same thing after game 4 with Kings of Pasta, and they were not able to keep it up, and NAFTA was able to finish that one off. So it's definitely anybody's series at this point. But on the DL, even though they're down 2-1, I think firmly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, on the DL they have the driving seat. They are what's the word I'm looking for? They're on the up. They're the ones who've got momentum. That's what I'm looking for. And we'll have to see if they can take it to game 4 and come out strong, or whether Honest Cosbys can show resilience and come back.
Kickoff number 1 here in this game 4. Bonekin getting the win on that, but Dominimple taking the ball off the wall. Andy pushing it off to the side. Darth Goji keeping it on Honest Cosbys' end. Keeping it over there again, getting shades of Park Dog from last series. But this is going to go deep into on the DL's end. And we're going to play maybe a little bit of ping pong right now. As Bonkin makes the pass back to Andy, but Darth Goji able to keep the ball at midfield. The ball's going to bounce around there. Off at Church, taking on Dominipple. Off at Church, getting the touch, but Dominipple getting the last laugh, getting the demo right there.
The mid-air demo.
Bonkin centering it up for Andy. Can he get around in time? He can, but Darth Goji is there to dunk the ball back into Honest Cosby's territory. All high in the air. Literally Hitler failing on that commit.
Yeah, that's
saving themselves, from the double commit on that one. Well, we're going deep into on the DL's in. That's going to be a pass from Andy off the backboard to Off at Church, who knocks the ball wide left. Darth Goji going to get a touch at midfield. Andy going up in the air. Can't get the touch, but the ball is wide anyway. Dominipple taking a shot on goal.
What a save.
Wow, that was a heck of an opportunity from on the DL, but great defense from Honest Cosbys.
Off at Church really just throwing himself at that one, showing how much he wants to win this game. And it's been really even so far this game. Like, despite that shot nearly going in there, Honest Cosbys have quite a bit of pressure in the other end, and if they can keep this up, they could maybe result in a goal.
Oh, what a save from Bonkin. Great shot from on the DL on that one. Even better save from Bonkin. Keeping this scoreless as we approach the 3-minute mark. Andy taking a shot on goal, hitting it off the post, Off at Church with the finish. 1-0 in favor of Honest Cosbys.
Honest Cosbys showing that they've still got it. They're not going down in this series. Off at Church with a great shot there, past Darth Goji. Great pass from Andy as well. They've just really changed things up there. Despite a few panics on defense, they've gone around to the other end and shown that they can compete with the offense of Darth Goji and Dominipple.
Yeah, they've made him a non-factor so far here in the first couple minutes of this game. But we've seen him take over games just last game, as a matter of fact. So on the DL, definitely still in this. Dominipple looking to make this all by himself. He gets it past all three members of Honest Cosbys. And he gets the finish, 1-1.
And this is one thing I'm noticing from Honest Cosbys, is they rush on defense quite a lot. Bonkin cheating up way further than he needs to there. And he was the last man. There's no need for him to really cheat up that far. If Honest Cosbys just take their time on defense and realize maybe how much time they have, or maybe realize where they are and realize whether they're the last man, they'll fare a lot better. Because if you rush defense, chances are you're going to overcommit and get scored on, which was what happened there.
Yeah, hopefully Honest Cosby's learned a little bit something from that. As Bonkin takes a shot on goal, Darth Goji able to make the save. We're going to go to midfield as literally Hitler takes a whiff on that one. Andy and Darth Goji going at it. Darth Goji winning that 50-50. Off at Church, going flying by the ball. Bonkin taking a shot. Dominipple able to clear that one.
Did someone say ping pong?
I was about to. You beat me to it. We are still in the middle of a game of ping pong. As we see Bonkin and Dominipple get a pinch on that one. Looks like Dominipple the slight winner on that one. Keeping the ball on Honest Cosby's end. Dandy Andy with the fancy moves to push the ball to midfield. Coming back around. That's going to be a shot. Off at Church looking to get the redirect. Can't do it. Dominipple clearing the ball. That's a shot on goal, but Bonkin there to clear it off to the side. Dominipple making the center for his teammate. Darth Goji misses that one. Off at Church taking control of the ball, pushing the ball to midfield. Andy winning that 50-50 on Dominipple, looking to center it up for his team. Puts the ball in the corner. This is going to be an opportunity for Honest Cosbys. But what a save from Dominipple on that one. We are still deep and on the DL territory. Andy making the pass back. Dominipple getting to the ball first, looking to get it past the Honest Cosbys defenders. And he is there to finish it 2-1 in favor of on the DL.
Andy giving the ball to Dominipple there, and can't get the demo as well, can't get the bump as well. And while he might have been able to get the bump, the problem with that is that it put off the final defense. It put off a Church. Off of the Church is not going to know whether Andy's going to touch it or whether Dominipple's going to touch it. If you come back and rotate backwards, if you rotate back right behind the attacker, you're just going to confuse your third man, and that's exactly what happened there. That's going to go in.
And this one
just
getting
like
out of hand for Honest Cosbys.
Just like that, Honest Cosbys are down 3-1. That's a great shot from Dominipple there. Off the Church, just a bit too far off his line. And that's what I'm saying again, with Honest Cosbys being a bit too optimistic on their defense. They need to sit back a little further when they're defending and take their time. Otherwise, they're just going to keep getting scored, and the ball's going to keep going over their head.
80 seconds left in this one, and Honest Cosbys, they're still in this one, but they're going to need to apply some pressure.
Definitely.
And that's a long shot from Dominipple on that one. Darth Goji looking to center it up for his team, but Andy able to make the clear. Pushing the ball to midfield. Literally Hitler pushing the ball back into Honest Cosby's end. And this is not looking good for Honest Cosbys, but looking good for a Game 5. And I think that secured it right there. Darth Goji able to take advantage of just nobody from Honest Cosbys committing to that. Darth
Goji's not going to let Dominipple have all the goals here. I think Bonekin was bumped out of goal there or something. It was just a slow rotation. And Honest Cosbys really need to sort out their defense to stop this offense from on the DL.
Honest Cosbys winning that kick up there. It's a small consolation. Literally Hitler able to stop it. Bonekin making a pass off the goal. Andy can't quite finish it. Darth Goji just getting in his way. But Bonekin's going to keep it in on the DL territory, making the pass off of the corner. That's an open neck, and Bonekin take advantage of it. He knocks it off the backboard. Off at Church coming out of nowhere to finish that one off. Still 2-4 in favor of on the DL.
It's a big morale boost for Honest Cosbys there, showing that they still can, get those goals. It's just the sustained pressure from them isn't there. They have 5 shots compared to 8, but Honest Cosbys really need to make sure that they take their chances on their offense and make sure that Dominipple and Darth Goji really just can't dictate the game like they have been.
Bonekin looking to start up for his team. Gets it past 2 on the DL defenders. Can't get it past the 3rd. That's going to be a center from off at Church. Andy looking to get the finish. Can't quite do it. We're approaching the final countdown as off at Church looking to get the finish. Looking to get the center Dominipple there to stop him. And it looks like we are going to see our second Game 5 of the night and our second potential reverse sweep of the night.
That would definitely be spicy, honestly. Really great from on the DL just to come back. They've made all the changes. They've made their substitute. They're not double committing anymore. And Darth Goji and Dominipple are allowed to pop off because they're so confident on defense now. They're not, getting themselves mixed up. Whereas Honest Cosbys have really been struggling on defense, where they keep rushing the ball. I know they really want to get, Darth Goji and Dominipple off the ball as fast as possible. But if you push up a bit too far, you're susceptible to the ball going over your head, which is what happened for many of the goals here on the DL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, things are shaping up. I think we're looking at a great Game 5. We saw the one blowout in Game 3. Andy doing his, I guess, his traditional leave and come back after a loss. And calling the scripted Game 5.
We swear it's not scripted.
I swear it is scripted. 100%.
Both so well evenly matched, and that just goes to show how well these teams have developed over the season, and how much connections they've made. You can tell just by watching the communications are on point. On the DL having fixed theirs, and this game is going to be really, really interesting. As on the DL are on the up, but Honest Cosbys did take the first 2 games, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, this is I couldn't even begin to make a prediction for this one. Once again, it looks like Honest Cosbys in games 1 and 2 they were absolutely unstoppable, but they look like kind of a different team in games 3 and 4. And I'm not sure if it's because on the DL also looked like a different team, but man,
I do believe that it is because on the DL before, when they were struggling with the double commits, they really couldn't show off the offensive pressure that they could really show, because they were focusing so much on having to fix their defense. Mm-hmm. Now that they've fixed their defense, their offensive pressure is literally full on, and Honest Cosbys just haven't been able to deal with it. The pressure they were dealing with before was maybe a few odd shots from really far away. Now they're dealing with sustained pressure, and they're going to have to show that they can clear the ball really well.
Bonekin with an opportunity here, clearing the ball deep into on the DL territory, but literally Hitler there to make the save. Andy and literally Hitler going for the 50-50. Andy winning that one convincingly, pushing the ball all the way into on the DL territory. Looking to get the center on that. Darth Goji there to make the save. Bonekin coming out to take a shot on goal. Literally Hitler staying back in goal as Dominipple taking control of this one. Going to play it off the wall. Makes the pass to Darth Goji. But Andy there to get in the way.
Andy has been quite quiet these past 2 games where on the DL have won. He really needs to step up if Honest Cosbys want to take the win in this one.
He certainly stepped up there as Bonekin and Darth Goji get the demo on one another. And that ball's going to sail over off at Church, and on the DL taking the 1-0 lead on that goal from literally Hitler.
Just as I was saying, Andy needs to step up. He makes a really poor challenge there. He instead of going for the high 50-50, he opts for the favourable lob over literally Hitler, and literally Hitler, all he had to do was jump up higher than him, and he was going to sail towards the net. That's twice we've seen those sort of...
Here's an opportunity for Honest Cosbys. It's Andy makes a shot right in the corner, but Dominipple makes a heck of a save to keep it out. Still 1-0 in favor of on the DL after that exchange. And
he nearly redeemed himself there straight away. But this is where we're going to see whether Honest Cosbys can come back now. The game is wide open here.
That's going to end up finding its way in the goal as Darth Goji making the calculated shot off the wall there. 2-0.
Yeah, and the problems that plagued on the DL are now plaguing Honest Cosbys. That double commit there, it's just one of the worst things you can do as a team is to send 2 people for the ball when you have 3 people on your team. And nothing Honest Cosbys could do there as they both went for the ball. And it's 2-0 on the DL now in Game 5.
Andy looking to carry his team on his back, making the center on that one. We've got just over 3 minutes left here in this Game 5. Honest Cosbys really need to pull themselves together to get back in this one.
Yeah, they're going to have to show it. They're going to have to get a goal back quickly.
Oh, Andy saving a potential goal on that one.
Otherwise, on the DL are going to get that sustained pressure that they have been getting for the past 2 games. Andy going for the air dribble. Dominipple stops it out.
Yeah, Bonekin getting in the way on that one. Dominipple had an easy goal on that one. Just needed to get it past him, but couldn't do it. Andy looking to make the clear. Clears it off Dominipple. We're going into on the DL territory. This looks like an opportunity for Honest Cosbys. Bonekin going to get the center on that one. Ooh, can't get it quite past Goji, who's looking to get it back. Off at Church, making the center. Andy going for the shot. Can't get it around Dominipple. Literally Hitler looking to get the clear. We are still on the DL's end as Bonekin. That's going to be a shot. Darth Goji getting in the way of that one, making a save.
On the DL, pulling out all the stops here on defense, which is something that they didn't do in games 1 and 2, and they are doing now, despite having all these chances. Honest Cosbys just can't finish any of them, and that's really going to hurt them in the long run. They're going to have to finish one of these chances soon.
Time is definitely running out on them as Andy doing the best he can to keep the ball out of the net, but Darth Goji able to just boom it right past him.
Darth Goji knows where the net is. That is another goal from him. Ever since they figured out the defensive problems, they've just been on a tear, and Honest Cosbys just really looked lost, to be honest.
Yeah, they have not looked like the same team in games
Definitely
3, 4,
not.
and 5 than they did in 1 and 2. On the DL, really taking advantage of that. And like you said, they eliminated those double commits, and it has really paid off for them.
Definitely. Andy looks to put that one back in.
Literally Hitler with a save on that. The ball's hanging around and on the DL corner. Literally Hitler passing to Darth Goji, who's going to push that deep into Honest Cosbys territory. Going to bounce that one off of Danny. Andy Bonekin taking a shot on goal. Can he get it past Dominipple? He can. He flips into goal. Andy keeping it on the DL side. We've got 80 seconds left in this. Honest Cosbys need 3 goals to tie this up. Things are not looking great for them, but they are keeping up some pressure right now. But Darth Goji pushing the ball to midfield. Andy looking to make the center. Can he get it off the corner? He can. He's going to come back around. Off at Church helping him out. He gets the ball off the corner. Andy getting it past literally Hitler on that one. And what a great play from Honest Cosbys.
Honest Cosbys still in this. Andy tried to go for the Jason Moy off the ceiling in the corner. It didn't work for him, but that would definitely work for him as he hits it off the inner side of the crossbar. 3-1 now. They only need 2 more goals in 1 minute. If they keep the pressure on, they can phase out on the DL, maybe get this comeback.
That's a good start as Andy puts it deep in on the DL territory, but Dominipple up in the air looking to get the finish. Oh, what a shot from that. Dominipple. Oh,
that's
wow.
That's breaker if I've ever seen one.
The long clear.
Yeah, those chances really have to have someone on the backboard. Otherwise, giving someone of Dominipple's ability, giving him a free shot, basically, he's going to score those all day of the week.
Well, he certainly did it just now, as Darth Goji looking to take control of the ball here, taking off the corner, but Andy going to make a pass off the backboard. Is anybody there from Honest Cosbys to finish it off? They are not. Dominipple going to get the clear on that. And we are approaching the 30-second mark, and it looks like we are going to see on the DL in the finals taking on NAFTA for the Boost Cup Championship.
A very interesting matchup, unless
Andy has something to say about it.
And he's trying his best here. He's going to push and pull, try and drag his team to the finals. We have to see. I'm not going to call it yet. We have to see if they can come back from this one. If Andy keeps playing like he is now, you never know.
25 seconds left. 2 goals in the hole are on his
Here's a
Cosbys.
chance.
And here's a chance. It's off at Church. Putting the ball up. Bonekin gets beat by Darth Goji. And we are deep in Honest Cosby's territory. And that's going to be the nail in the coffin right there.
I think that's GG's. And that all came from, you guessed it, a double commit on offense, leaving off at Church by himself alone to do the 2v1. And double commits have been the story of this series. Whenever they've happened, it's just been disaster for the team who's done them.
There's another one right there. But that's going to pay off, it looks like. Darth Goji! What a save on that one. Off at Church looking to get the consolation goal. Can't quite do it. Literally Hitler going to push the ball to midfield. Going to get a touch on the ground. And on the DL completes the reverse sweep.
On the DL, that's really impressive showing from them. Like, those first 2 games, they just, looked lost, really. They didn't really have anything going for them. A few goals from Darth Goji and Dalrymple, just glimpses of what they could really potentially do. But as soon as they sorted out the problems, they changed up, they sorted out the problems, the double commits, they stopped them, and they just stormed past Honest Cosby.